Hello students, having realized that my earlier videos were too long, I have now decided to make short videos. So in this video, we'll be learning similarity, when can two triangles said to be similar, and what are the tests of similarities. Before starting with similarity, let us see what do you mean by congruent triangles. For this, let us take an example of congruent triangle. Students, if you look at these triangles and the congruency signs which are there, can we say that whenever corresponding sides and angles of two triangles are same, then the triangles are said to be congruent? Yes. So, congruent triangles means those triangles which have same shape and same size. What students? Same shape and same size. Now let us see what do you mean by similar figures. For this, let us take few examples of similar figure. Look at the first example. Now, if you look at this example, can I say the shape of both these giraffes are same? Yes, but their sizes are different. Now, let me take one more example. Now, if you look at these butterflies, the shape of both the butterflies are same, but their sizes are different. Now, if we take one more example, again, the sizes are same, but the sizes are different, but the shapes are same. So, from this we can say that similar figures are those figures which have same shape but different sizes. Same shape but different sizes. Clear? Now we will see the difference between similarity and congruency. Now, if you look at this example, can we say that similar figures are those figures which have same shape but different sizes, whereas congruent figures are those figures which have same shape as well as sizes. Also students, remember one more statement that all congruent figures are similar, but all similar figures are not congruent. Similar similar can be written with the help of this sign, whereas congruency is denoted by this sign. Similarity is denoted by this sign, whereas congruency is denoted by this sign. So now let us see when can two triangles said to be similar. Two triangles can be said to be similar when their corresponding sides are in proportion and their corresponding angles are congruent. Let us see how can we prove these conditions. For this, let me take example of two triangles. Now, if you read the statement, that is when their corresponding sides are in same proportion and their corresponding angles are congruent, we will see that the corresponding angles of both the triangles should be congruent and their corresponding sides should be in proportion. So these are the conditions. Each angle of one triangle should be congruent to its corresponding angle of another triangle, and each side of one triangle should be in proportion to the another sides of the triangle. So you have total 6 conditions. That is, if we take these two triangles, that is triangle ABC and triangle DEF, angle A should be congruent to angle D, angle B should be congruent to angle E, and angle C should be congruent to angle F. And one more condition, that their corresponding sides should be in proportion. Corresponding sides means what, students? If I take side AB of triangle ABC, what will be the corresponding side of the another triangle? That is DE. Similarly, for BC, what will be the corresponding side? EF. And for AC, it will be DF. So their ratio should be same. Means AB upon DE should be equal to DC upon EF should be equal to AC upon DF. This I'll explain you in the next slide in a more detailed way. So if all these conditions are fulfilled, that is 1, 2, 3 and this, then we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, and which will be denoted with this sign. Okay, students. Now let us learn this more detail. For this, let me take one more example. If you look at these two sides, now I will see the ratio of their corresponding sides. Okay, so we will write in triangle PQR and triangle LMN, PQ upon LM is equal to 6 upon 3, which is equal to 2 upon 1. If I reduce this to the lowest, 3 ones are 3 twos are. Now I'll take another side, that is QR upon MN will be equal to 8 upon 4, which will be equal to 2 upon 1 when reduced to its lowest. And if I take the third side, that is PR upon LM, I'll get 10 upon 5, which is again equal to 2 upon 1. Now students, if you look at all these ratios, are they same? Yes students, they are same. So what will we write? Since their right hand sides are same, their left hand side will also be same. So we can say that their corresponding sides are in proportion. That is PQ upon LM is equal to QR upon MN is equal to PR upon LN. And therefore the triangles will be said to be clear. Now let us see what are the tests of similarity. Okay, students, these were the 6. Earlier we learned the conditions, that is 6 conditions. If all these 6 conditions are fulfilled, then two triangles can be said to be similar. But this test of similarity is a shortcut to that step. That is, if you prove these tests, then you don't need to prove the entire conditions. Only this test will be enough. Okay, so let us see the first condition test, that is AAA test of similarity, that is angle 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 test of similarity. Let me see how can we prove this test of similarity. This will be possible when the corresponding angles of both the triangles are congruent. When all the corresponding angles of both the triangle are congruent. मतलब अगर ये दोनों फिगर हम देखेंगे, that is triangle A, B, C और P, Q, R, अगर इन दोनों फिगर में हर एक पेयर का करस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल सेम रहा तो दोनों ट्राइंगल सिमिलर हो जाएंगे AA टेस्ट ऑफ सिमिलैरिटी से. मतलब अगर if A is congruent to P, B is congruent to Q and C is congruent to R, then both the triangles will be said to be similar by AAA test of similarity. Now students, tell me one thing. If I say this angle is 70, so this will also be 70. This angle is 40, so this will also be 40. What about this angle? I don't know the measure of this angle. Can we find the measure of this angle? Okay, whatever will be the measure of this angle, it will be this angle. Why? Because I will use the formula measure of all angle of a triangle is equal to 180 degree, and I'll find the measure of this angle. It is understood students, if one pair of angles, if two pairs of corresponding angles are same, the third pair will also be congruent. So students, instead of proving the triangle similar by a test of similarity, we can also prove it similar with the help of a test of similarity. Why students? Because अगर दो pair similar हो गए तो तीसरा pair similar होगा ही, क्योंकि the measure of all the angles of a triangle is 180. Therefore you don't need to prove 3 pairs of triangles angles congruent, sorry. Even if you prove 2 pairs of angles congruent, then you can prove the triangle similar by a test of similarity. This test will be most used when you solve two proof type of sums. Okay, let us go to the next test of similarity, that is SSS test of similarity, that is side angle side. Means when two pairs of corresponding sides are in proportion and the angle between them are congruent, then the triangles will be said to be similar by SAS test of similarity. For this students, let me take an example of a figure. Okay students, if you look at these two figures, that is K, L, M and R, S, T. If I want to prove these two figures with the help of SAS test of similarity, then you have to prove two pairs of corresponding sides should be in proportion and an angle between them should be congruent. Means if I'm taking one as this pair, that is KL upon RS, and the other pair is LM upon ST, तो ये दोनों साइड के बीच में, ये और ये साइड के बीच में जो एंगल है दैट इज L और S, ये दोनों एंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट होना चाहिए. ये एंगल नहीं, K और R नहीं, M और T नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि जो दोनों साइड प्रोपोर्शन में है ना, उसी दोनों साइड के बीच का एंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट होना चाहिए. ओके, तो देखते हैं हम लोग क्या ये साइड्स प्रोपोर्शन में है. तो उसके लिए हम लोग लिखते हैं इन ट्राइंगल KLM एंड ट्राइंगल RST, if KL upon RS, let me write it is 1 upon 1.5. This is 1.5, so we will remove the decimal point. For that, if I want to remove a decimal point in the denominator, I'll multiply the numerator with 10 so that I can remove the decimal point. Numerator and denominator by 10. So 1 into 10 is 10 and 1.5 into 10 will give me 50. So 5 2s are 5 3s are, which will give me 2 upon 3. Now let me take the ratio of the other corresponding sides of the triangle, that is LM upon ST, will give you 2 upon 3. Now if you look at this and this side, can I say that two pairs of corresponding sides are in proportion, that is this and this pair? तो इन दोनों के बीच में कौन से एंगल्स है? एंगल L और S भी कॉन्ग्रुएंट होना चाहिए. Yes, they are congruent because you have this congruency side. Then we can say that triangle KLM is similar to triangle RST by SSS test of similarity. Clear, students? Now we will see the last test of similarity, that is SSS test of similarity. This test of similarity, when can you prove this set of similarity? When three sides of the triangle are in proportion, then they will be said to be similar by SSS test of similarity. Means if PQ upon LM is equal to QR upon MN is equal to PR upon LN, then the triangles will be said to be similar by SSS test of similarity. Let us see. Are they same? Yes, they are. See, PQ upon LM will 6 upon 3, which is again 2 upon 1. Then QR upon MN, which is equal to 8 upon 4, again 2 upon 1. Then PR upon LN, which is equal to 10 upon 5, which is again 2 upon 1. Therefore, from all these points, the right hand sides are same. Therefore, left hand side will also be same. So we can say that all the sides are in proportion. Therefore, triangle PQR is similar to triangle LMN by SSS test of similarity. Yes, students?